Trump's first challenger of 2024 takes aim at his greatest asset. Hello viewers, welcome to Us Inside. Please subscribe to my channel to stay updated with all latest updates. Former President Donald Trump gained momentum for his campaign by promoting himself as a successful businessman, but now his status as a businessman is being challenged by Steve Laffey, who has thrown his hat into the ring for the 2024 Republican nomination. Laffey, the former mayor of Cranston, Rhode Island, announced his presidential candidacy on February 3, becoming the first Republican to challenge Trump for the nomination since the former president made his announcement in November. Laffey has a long chance of winning the nomination, and it is likely that he will face Republican forces such as former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and former Vice President Mike Pence, but he is confident that he is the best person for the job. "I have a skill set that Donald Trump doesn't have," Laffey told Newsweek in an interview Thursday. "I know how to hire people, and I know how to put people in the right jobs. I'm not just a businessman, I'm a financier." Trump has spent decades building his reputation as a real estate mogul and reality TV personality on his popular show, The Apprentice. He embraced his business experience in his successful 2016 campaign, portraying himself as a political outsider willing to drain the swamp of the Washington establishment, citing his background as a former business leader and chief operating officer of a Tennessee-based financial firm and as a former finance lecturer at the University of Rhode Island. Laffey said he is more than just an entrepreneur like Trump. "Former President Trump, respectfully, is a real estate builder of large buildings," said Laffey. "If we need to build some buildings, we'll call him. But we actually need to fix the financial problems." Laffey's platform centers largely around Social Security reform, a topic so politically awkward that many Republicans, including Trump, have avoided touching it. Just this week, Republican lawmakers got caught up in renewing their commitment to Social Security after President Joe Biden called them out publicly in his State of the Union address. Laffey knows Social Security is a controversial institution on which he builds his campaign, but he believes at least a quarter of Republican voters are looking for someone to give them a solution to what he sees as the nation's financial disaster. "I know, it's a third-rail thing," he told Newsweek. "I know George Bush lasted 6 days on Social Security in 2005. I know Alan Greenspan said he fixed it, but the truth is, it's an unfunded commitment of $61 trillion. In many ways, Laffey reflects who the candidate Trump was in 2016. Aside from also engaging in national politics in the past, Laffey ran unsuccessfully for the Senate in 2006 and the House of Representatives in 2014. Much of Laffey's rhetoric reflects why voters admire him. Laffey plans to tell people the truth about controversial topics, and Americans have repeatedly told pollsters they love that Trump tells it like it is. However, Laffey does not see the former president as a candidate who shows such transparency, especially when it comes to the economy. "We, as Republicans, hounded former President Obama for $8 trillion in debt in 8 years. And you said nothing about $1 trillion in debt in 4 years under Trump," he said. "You said all about the corruption you could have had when Obama was president. You didn't say the Paycheck Protection Program was a disaster. All the Republican senators voted for it, and Donald Trump signed it." Laffey said he believes most Republicans who take office are just waiting and doing the worst thing in the hope that someone else will step forward and be the adult of the Republican Party. Laffey thinks it is him. Since the midterm elections in November, the Republican Party has descended into what many political observers have described as civil war. After many major donors and conservative news outlets dumped Trump in the wake of his 2024 announcement, the former president did everything he could against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, whose name has surfaced as a frontrunner in 2024, even though he hasn't made a formal bid. Laffey criticized politicians who not only attacked those on the other end of the political spectrum, but began targeting members of their own party, telling Newsweek that attacking other Republicans isn't in me. "I really don't care. I don't have time to keep attacking people," he said. He added, "I don't have any problems with these people except that they either don't know how to fix the country or they're not ready for it. I think they all fall into both categories." At the same time, the former mayor also said he doesn't think going after Democrats is a successful strategy either. Instead, he wants to take a page out of Biden's pamphlet and call for unity. "They all started denigrating the Democrats. Is there any point in it anymore?" Laffey said. "Listen, I'm a Republican, don't get me wrong, but we need to find some way to unite people and I think will unite people on Social Security reform. Despite Lafay's ambitions to be the 2024 GOP Surprise nominee, Republican strategist Matt Klink told Newsweek that unless Lafay sees a massive fundraising effort, his campaign will likely be short-lived. Although I'm sure he's a good conservative Republican candidate, he has very little chance of winning the Republican nomination in 2024, Klink said. Despite some recent publicity, he has nothing to do with insignificant identification to his name. And unless he plans to spend $100 million to enhance his name identification and become well-known among well-known politicians, he has no hope of becoming relevant to what he wants to become a field Republican crowded in the next 2 weeks. However, Lafay still hoped that he would win enough margin votes to make it through the primary. And if he didn't, if I change the nature of the debate, but I lose and we fix Social Security, I'm totally fine, said Lafay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to press the bell icon to get notifications when I upload a new video.